Good evening, you are just in time for 360 News Bulletin, where we have a lot in store for you, including the world statistics as far as the COVID-19 pandemic is concerned. But first, our top stories. The Ministry of Health warns Kenyans to desist from breaking World Health Organization rules in order to contain COVID-19. Rising spread of COVID-19 in Mombasa. Joho addressed the state of pandemic in Mombasa County. Floods of havoc. More than 100 people dead in Budalangi. Tough times ahead. Business register huge losses. And in sports, National Football Federation FKF has received 10 million funding. Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Peter Mwema. And we begin with the world statistics concerning the spread of COVID-19, whereby more than 3 million people have been infected globally, and here in Kenya the number has risen to 460 people who are infected by the virus. In our top story today, the Ministry of Health has warned Kenyans to desist from breaking rules as stipulated by the World Health Organization, which are aimed at combating the spread of COVID-19 across the country. Speaking at Harvey House here in Nairobi, Health Cabinet Secretary Mutahi Kagwe has expressed his fears on how people are handling solid cash, which can easily transmit the virus. As what has been termed as the alternative solution, Kagwe has urged Kenyans to avoid use of notes and coins and pay goods and services using their phones. Michael Joseph has more details.
It is not in doubt that the spread of COVID-19 in the country has gained momentum. The country continues to register new infections every day. Speaking at Afi House, Health Cabinet Secretary Mutahi Kagwe has warned Kenyans that if they don't take the precautions, the situation may become worse. In what he termed as ignorance among Kenyans, Kagwe has warned Kenyans to stop using cash as the act might expose people to the virus.
I am asking you to take all the measures that you can to avoid exchanging notes and coins. Physical money presents surfaces that can very easily be contaminated with the virus. Avoid it.
The Ministry of Health has put measures to control the disease. However, it's only time will tell. Michael Joseph for 360 News.
Let's cross over to coastal region, where Mombasa County has been termed as the new hotspot of COVID-19, as the county has been registering increasing numbers of infection. The county, which is under cessation of movement, has put all measures to contain the virus, but the infection keeps on rising every day. Mombasa County Governor has furiously rebuked members who are neglecting the efforts put in place to minimize the spread of the virus. Stacey Waweru has the latest updates from Mombasa.
The spread of COVID-19 in the country has risen to alarming levels as countries continue to register new infections every day. Mombasa County has been on the limelight as infections in the county has risen to more than 100 people in less than a week. Speaking in Kibokoni, Mombasa County, the Governor Hassan Joho has furiously warned people of Kibokoni to desist from assuming the disease. The state in Mombasa is worrying as infections of COVID-19 rise to more than 100 people each day.
Wacheni kuota ndoto hapa mtaa huu Kibokoni huu hapa tuko na mtoto wa miaka miwili positive. Mtoto wa miaka 11 positive. Mtoto wa miaka 12 positive. Wewe bado una audacity ya to find time kuingia katika mtandao wa social media kusema twaonewa, kusema haki yetu. Nchi watu watamani kupimwa. Watu wanatoa mapesa kupimwa. Wao wameletewa vipimo. Leo tuko Tijara hapo, nimeuliza mpaka saa hii wameanza saa 2 asubuhi watu 7 people. Yet Mshazika watu 6.
Reporting for 360 News, my name is Stacy Waweru.
And now away from COVID-19, more than 1,000 families in Budalangi have been left out in the cold after heavy rains have swept away their houses. The heavy rains which has been experienced in the region has so far claimed more than 100 lives in the area. Speaking in Budalangi, Interior Cabinet Secretary Dr. Fred Matiang'i has urged the residents to move to higher grounds which cannot be easily affected by the floods. Deputy President Dr. William Ruto has urged the Directorate of Criminal Investigation George Kinoti to find out the killers of one of his servants, Kipyogon Kenei, who was killed on March this year while serving in his office. On his side, the DCI has stated the investigations are still on course, but not as effective due to the coronavirus pandemic. Speaking on his funeral on March, Ruto assured the family that no stone will be left unturned until they find the killers of Kenei.
Baba, mimi nataka nikueleze kijana huyu, damu yake, wale waliomuua kwa sababu yoyote hawawezi kuwa na amani mpaka tuwapate.
Now in matters politics, Jubilee Party Secretary Raphael Tuju has dismissed claims by Deputy President Dr. William Ruto that they were attempting to institute illegal changes to the party leadership. DP Ruto claimed that the names gazetted by the Registrar of Political Parties on Friday as the names of the National Management Committee of Jubilee Party had been fraudulently and illegally picked. Tuju, however, says that the names were picked before the coronavirus pandemic and were necessitated by the departure of some party officials at different times last year. In business, many supermarkets in the country have been experiencing low customer turnout as many people prefer to shop online. The business sector has been adversely affected by COVID-19 as many businessmen cannot import goods abroad due to the ban on international flights in the country. Christine Nyambura has more details.
The spread of COVID-19 all over the world has affected many sectors, and the business sector has not been left out. Many entrepreneurs in Nairobi have continuously registered losses in their business as many customers stay at home as one of the measures to break the chain of transmission of the virus. The banking sector has also been affected as many of their clients have little on their saving account due to poor economy in the country. The Cabinet Secretary for Finance, Ukur Yatani, says that the national economy has dropped by 5%. Reporting for 360 News, my name is Christine Nyambura.
And in sports, the Football Federation of Kenya has received 10 million Kenyan shillings from the World Football Organization FIFA early this month. This money is said to ensure that the welfare of players is catered for. Brian Jenga has more details.
The Football Federation of Kenya has received 10 million from FIFA, a funding which is received every year, aimed at improving the sports activity in Kenya. Speaking at Kasarani Sports Center, FKF Chairman Nick Mwendwa has expressed his sincere appreciation to FIFA as the money will go a long way in improving the state of different stadiums across the country. Reporting for Business 360, Brian Jenga, Nairobi.
And that sports news by Brian Jenga wraps up our today's bulletin. But for more information, log on to our website, that is www.360news.com. Remember to stay safe. Have a lovely